To hear sports psychology expert Dr. Cohn's analysis of the topics discussed in this video, and get his confidence-boosting tips, go to kidsportspsychology.com. That's kidsportspsychology.com.
Today I'm here with Sam. He's a Division III basketball player, and he's going to talk about what hurts and builds up his confidence. Well, Sam, let's talk about what makes you feel confident in basketball.
I guess when I've prepared enough in terms of working out and just getting ready, with conditioning, weightlifting, and just basketball drills and playing a lot.
And is that something that you do on your own, or is that something that somebody tells you to do?
Well, at least in D3, our coaches don't kind of leave it up to us. There's nothing required, but it's expected that you're in shape. So I usually work out with some of my high school coaches, and then just take whatever they give me and continue doing it when I'm at school.
So you mean you work out with your high school coaches over the summer?
Yeah.
And on vacations?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes you feel confident?
Uh-huh.
So what's your number one confidence buster?
I guess just after I've been away from the coaching and instruction or supervision of the drills for a while, I guess I lose confidence in my ability to replicate the same drills and get results from it, because I don't know, for some reason I feel that I'm not sure if I'm doing it right or something like that. I don't know. So
you're saying over vacation, when you haven't been doing the drills and the practices, is that when you're not as exposed to all that?
Well, after after the season's over, mm-hmm. and it's been the last time I was doing all those intense drills was in the summer before. Mm-hmm. I don't really know what to do, I guess, or I feel like I don't, even though I've done the same drills and stuff a lot of times.
So do you feel you should be doing them off season?
Yeah.
So what about during the season? What hurts your confidence? I think you mentioned earlier that you feel more confident if you have, and I think this goes along with what I've been saying, a coach or a trainer kind of there telling you what to do. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yeah.
So let's say you're in a game situation, you've got a new coach who doesn't pay any attention to you, or your trainer's not around. What happens then?
Yeah, I guess it's harder for me to motivate myself when I am not being watched, I guess. I feel like.
Watched or pushed?
I guess that would be a way of putting it, yeah, pushed.
So would the example that I just provided be one of those times? Mm-hmm. When, let's say, your coach is out of town, you got a new coach, he's not paying any attention to you?
Sure, yeah.
Any other examples? Can you recall a time when you felt like you weren't real confident?
I mean, I guess what you gave was a pretty good example. Just freshman year, maybe, when you're not really involved in the whole system as much, and the coach isn't really paying as much attention to you. I mean, obviously, I usually like to have what I'm doing critiqued, so I can know I can do better or worse. So yeah.
So that was an example where you felt less confident.
Sure, yeah.
Anything else that hurts your confidence?
I guess just performing poorly.
And what happens after you perform poorly?
I'm just mad at myself.
Do you get mad, or do you try really hard to avoid making mistakes, or both?
I guess both, but when I get angry, I usually, it doesn't really help me get any better, I guess.
What happens when you get angry?
I just, go really hard and don't really, think.
You don't think?
Yeah.
And then you don't play well.
Yeah, and then I eventually get frustrated and just get pissed off. Yeah,
and then play worse, or give up?
Kind of quit, yeah.
So then you give up.
Yeah.
So making mistakes. So that goes back to having someone help you, and also having done well in practice that makes you feel more confident. Mm-hmm. And then but making mistakes kind of takes that away.
Yeah, I guess.
So what do you do to get out of that mindset when you're feeling bad because you've made mistakes? Is there anything you can do to get out of that?
I mean, I don't get too down on myself unless I'm just playing awfully, but I guess just like I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just sports.
That's what you tell yourself?
Yeah.
Does that work?
I don't know. I'm still usually pretty pissed for a while. It just takes a day or so for me to like.
So it takes a day or so for you to cool down, but then you tell yourself that, and that's what helps.
Yeah, and I guess I just like work hard and try to correct things that would help me like avoid those mistakes in the future, I guess.
That's after a day or so, though.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
To hear sports psychology expert Dr. Cohn's analysis of the topics discussed in this video and get his confidence-boosting tips, go to kidsportspsychology.com. That's kidsportspsychology.com.